Parker.
Mother, why can't Bill Turner come over?
You may invite him tomorrow, and I'll go get dressed.
Never throw yourself at a man, sis.
Especially when you've only known for 48 hours.
I'm not throwing myself at anyone. Why all this fuss about an old logging foreman?
Well, the day one of your heartthrobs makes as much money for this family as Matt Todman, I will personally make a fuss over it.
I know. Wait till the guests arrive.
Where's Heath?
Oh, last time I saw him, he was out in Smithy cleaning rifles.
Well, now, the least we can offer Mr. and Mrs. Todman is the courtesy of our home with the entire family present.
We make over him too much. He's liable to ask for a raise.
Nick, if he can do with that lumber camp what he claims he can do, I think he's entitled to a percentage.
Oh, sounds like them now.
Well, Matt, it's been a long time. Welcome to the rest.
Nice to see you.
Matt, have a good trip.
Nick, fine, yes, fine.
There we are.
How nice to have you.
Oh, it's so nice to have me here.
You're a stable horse, huh?
Well, it'll be a change for you from the high country. Besides, while the men are talking business, we can do some shopping in Stockton.
Yes, I'd like that very
I'm
much.
sure you'd like to freshen up.
I would, thank you.
Sit down, Matt.
Well, now, Matt, how about a dust cutter after that long trip, huh?
Sounds fine.
You name it, we got it.
Whiskey's fine.
All right.
All right, Matt. Let's hear it.
All right. Oxen and horses take half a day to haul cut logs down to the river. Now, a flume from the highest cutting stand will bring the logs down in less than an hour.
A flume?
You give me enough money, time, and men, I'll give you a layout that'll make you one of the biggest lumber producers in California.
What'll it cost?
50,000 or so.
What?
It'll return that 5 times over in 2 years.
Now, you think pretty big, Matt.
Well, you're the one who's been asking for ways to increase production.
Tell me, have you ever handled anything like this before?
No.
You think you can handle this?
If I didn't, I wouldn't be here.
George, put these away in the gun room for me.
Oh, Heath, come in a moment. There's someone I'd like you to meet. Matt Todman, this is my brother Heath.
What's the matter? My wife!
Heath!
Heath, what's gotten into you?
That's Matt Bentell. Wirtz of Andersonville and Matt Bentell of Carterson Prison. They were two of a kind. What that animal did to us prisoners, I swore if I ever found him again, I'd kill him. 7 months in Carterson Prison. You know that. 7 months and the hell Bentell made.
Heath, the war has been over for years.
Well, not long enough to forget.
Maybe you don't want to forget.
Jared, well, maybe you can tell me how to forget maggoty food and putrid water and floggings for complaining about it. Or how to forget friends who died from exposure and other friends who died because medical help was refused.
I'm not saying I could forget, but I wouldn't be out to murder Todman.
His name is Bentell.
All right, Bentell. But what will killing him do besides get you hanged?
Don't stand there and defend him to me.
I'm not defending him, I'm protecting you.
Jared, there were 740 of us fighting in New Mexico. Almost half ended up in Carterson. Less than 100 walked out when the war was over. There's not a jury in the state that would hang me.
That's the important thing, whether or not you'd hang for murder.
That seems to be Jared's concern.
Well, it's not mine. I pray to God it isn't in any of my sons to commit cold, deliberate murder.
And that's what it would be, Heath. Cold, calculated, deliberate murder. Now, you can put any other word to it you want, but that's what it would be.
Well, for a start, how about the word justice? Words paid for what he did at Andersonville. He was hanged.
Yes, he was hanged, but by the government and after a trial. Bentell was brought up on the same charges and cleared.
You just don't understand, do you? No one could understand that hadn't lived through a place like Carterson.
We can understand, but when does the hate end? When your father was killed, I hated as passionately as you do right now. Oh, believe me, I did. And for just as vivid and long-lasting a reason as you... Well, I stopped hating. I don't know if I'll ever really forgive, but I stopped hating because of what it was doing to me. Because I had too much around me to love to go on hating. Look around you, Heath. Matt Bentell is upstairs in the guest room. Is it really in you to go up there and kill him?
That breeding stock at Santa Ynez. I'll ride down this afternoon and take a look at it.
Nice day, wasn't it?
It's ironic. The war's been over for years, and now it's Matt Bentell who's a prisoner of Carterson.
And his poor wife. You only have to look at her to know what she's been through all these years.
Matt Bentell, working for us. Well, as soon as we pay him off, he won't be.
Nick, do you really think that firing him will solve anything?
Do we have any other choice?
Perhaps we have.
What are you thinking about, Jared?
But it's hard to hate a man when you really get to know him.
Mrs. Barkley, you can contact me at the hotel in Stockton if you'd like to look over the accounts.
I want to apologize to you for my son. I understand why he did it. I won't say I don't sympathize with him, but...
I appreciate your frankness.
Matt, we'd like you to stay on, if you want to.
I'm sure you'd like to talk it over.
They asked me to stay.
Oh, you're not going to.
The first time, it's our choice.
It's our choice, but she wants you to stay because she needs you to run
For
her.
whatever reason, it's our choice.
And then another Heath Barkley will try to kill you.
It means a place to settle in.
Oh.
Means a home.
I don't want a home if it means any harm to you.
I want it for you.
Oh, Matthew, please.
We're staying.
It's an ambitious undertaking. No one can deny that.
And an expensive one.
Seems to me an awful lot of money to tie up on a gamble that we might finish by winter, among other reasons.
I can finish it and have logs started down by the first snow.
Nick, it's the only way we can get these upper timber stands to pay off.
All right. Now, considering everything, can we get enough men that'll work for Matt Bentell?
That'll be your problem. You hire them, I'll handle them and work them.
All right. But you're going to need help, Matt.
Heath will go with you.
You have to go.
The devil I will.
Just how quickly do you think word of his being here will get around?
Well, I hope it's mighty quick.
And do you know what that would mean?
Yes, that somebody will try to balance the scales.
Exactly, and if they do, it'll be because of you.
So you want me to go with him and hold his hand? Well, why doesn't Nick go?
Because you were at Carterson. And you're the one that might recognize the man if he tried to kill him.
You go with him. You go with him. You eat with him. You work with him. You live with him. And you pray to God to rid yourself of the hate that's inside you. Because unless you do, that hate will eventually destroy you. Heath, do you want to hate so? Do you want the memory of Carterson prison to gnaw at you forever? What we're asking you to do isn't supposed to be easy. Show us what you inherited from your father. Show us some of Tom Barkley's guts.